Hey guys, welcome back to Spilling the Reality with Trisha and Kiley, where we will be bringing you all of the latest live feed updates from everything happening on Big Brother. We have an episode to talk about today and some feed updates from yesterday, and there's eviction episode tonight. So we are excited to tell you what's going on as of this morning and what's everyone's next big move. So excited to bring you that. If you are joining us for the first time, then we do look at our comments. So if you are wanting to interact with us, please drop us a comment as we go through the episode and we will pop it on the screen and chat with you. If we don't get to your comment as we move through the topics, we do have a segment at the end where we will go through each comment. So if you're watching with us after and not watching with us live, drop us a comment on your thoughts on everything going on in the Big Brother 22 house. All right, Kylie. So we did have an episode last night. Everything that, nothing we haven't talked about before, but we did get some interesting moments in the DR and some of those little behind the scene things. So let's talk about it.
First, let me say that while you were doing the introduction on my phone, I get this pop up update that says Survivor just tweeted for the first time. I'm like, oh shit, this is good.
Oh,
And
shit.
they tweeted out and they said, this is at CBS. We're proud to have you in our tribe. What the hell? That's such a letdown. What
Can
that?
you like we need
Why?
when is it airing?
When are you coming back? Damn you, Jeff Probst. Okay. So, what were we talking about?
Big Brother.
That's so disappointing. I can't believe they just got my hopes up like that.
I know.
Okay.
I am so excited for Survivor to come back. But okay,
But
we're not gonna rabbit trail. We try to only do those rabbit trail episodes once a week.
okay, yep, we've already done that for the week. So let's talk about last night's episode. Um, well, guys, is anybody else just kind of like over the actual edited episodes like we are? Because they're not
Snooze
doing
fest.
enough right now. Yeah, they're not doing enough right now to really pique our interest.
Well, let's talk about maybe because we don't get to see the competition on the feed, so we didn't really know what it was. Let's talk about the competition.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that
So
yet.
we get this competition where they've got the pictures from the baseball game that the evicted house guests got to enjoy, and they got to put them in order based on their food and their drinks. So, what did you think about the competition as a whole?
So we haven't seen one of these competitions yet in the game. The kitties are right here, y'all. There's only one today that's out running around. So here, he's so cute. Um, anyway, there, so this is a competition that if I were in the house, I would actually like because
Yeah,
I'm a pretty observant person and this would be a competition I feel like I could win.
yeah,
Not super physical, not have to do with memory or anything like that. So I like these competitions. Am I surprised at who won? Absolutely not. So go
yeah.
Cody.
So do you think that this is going to replace BB Comics because it's basically the same concept, except they're not flying by the window, but it's if they do BB Comics next week or the next, this is basically the same competition two times in a row.
Yeah, I mean they just have to find, I guess, the differences and don't. Yeah, you're right, but I don't know. BB Comics is such a classic like that. I feel like they cannot get rid of that competition. They still have to have it. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Have to have comics.
Yeah, your computer
Am
just
I
like
breaking up?
yeah, real bad. um, so I don't exactly know what you said there, but
I said that they have to have BB Comics. They have
yeah,
to have it.
they're all looking forward to it, and they like to have their little comic that they get sent to them when they get home. And I do kind of like how they always make fun of them a little bit. But I don't know. I don't think I really need to see basically the same competition 2 times. So I'm kind of
What would
hoping
their comics be? So Nicole's would obviously be like crying
the
all
wine
the time.
the winosaur.
Yeah. Or, like Sloppy's something. Like she could be wearing
Yeah.
like her
Or she could be in the
orange.
wambulance.
Yeah.
Everything's wrong.
Um, and
She could be a
then
wambulance driver.
no, we would leave the driving to Christmas herself.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's true. So what would Christmases be?
Um, ugh, Christmases would probably be something with her being so annoying.
Yeah.
Um, Cody's would be Texan is an animal.
Yeah. That would be funny.
Um, let's see. Enzo would be the meow.
Yeah. The meow meow. Anyways, we'll see
Yeah.
if they decide to do another one or not. But how about Tyler timing out?
Yeah, I was surprised by that. That was probably the
I
most shocking part of the like, what? Tyler,
Yeah.
you needed
I
this
mean,
win
we
and you
we
time out?
knew, yeah, we knew that he timed out, and we knew that Enzo had timed out, but seeing it just,
What
I
happened?
mean, what? What? Like, way to crack under pressure. This is craziness. And then, I mean, y'all, we came this close to seeing another Christmas meltdown when she did not win the competition. I mean, watching her face, like her time comes up first, and she's like, okay, I got a chance. And then when whose comes up next to beat her? Nicole's?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Nicole's is up, and I was like, she's like
Pissed. And then
pissed.
yeah.
And then we get Memphis's, no, we get Cody's time, and Cody absolutely freaking kills it, y'all. I mean, I know that Cody's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he sure did figure this out super quick and got it, got it in order.
Yeah, he's obviously observant, maybe just not in school, but he's observant when it comes to pictures.
Yeah, he figured it out super
Plus, I
quick.
mean, he
So,
didn't want his noms to change, so
yeah, but I mean, also, I really like the DR Christmas saying, I couldn't have done any harder. I ran as fast as I could to hit the button each time. I ran between each picture. Christmas, calm down. You do not get a participation trophy. She is so
she
excited.
she was so excited.
Anyways, yep. And then I like this comment from Ed. He says, she's a comp beast. And she makes that comment in her DR where she's like, I can't believe that I didn't win. Like, this is the worst that I've done. I'm supposed to be a comp beast.
You're
In
only a comp
in
beast in
your
your own
mind,
head. Like, you're
I
not
hate
actually a comp beast.
yeah. This
She
girl confuses me.
Yeah, she has yet to prove to us that she's actually good at competitions.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. Anyways, moving on.
Try not to get distracted by the comments. Okay, so yeah, moving on. We also got like a little emotional piece in the episode last night from Memphis and Tyler having a conversation about their dads, and we got kind of these human perspectives on Tyler and Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the most beneficial for Memphis because it is kind of hard to look at him and think about him being a father and, hearing him talk about the unconditional love that you have for your child. Yeah, that's not something we typically get to see with him or necessarily associate with him. So,
Yeah, and him also talking about how he lost his dad right after they reconnected. So
hmm
that was sad, and I feel like that kind of tells us a lot about Memphis from a
yeah,
psychological perspective.
break
So
it down. Break it down,
yeah,
sis.
um, I mean, I think it just tells us, like maybe why he sometimes is a little emotionally unstable and like maybe kind of a douchebag, because he doesn't know how to treat people. He wasn't shown maybe how to. I don't know if he had like a stepdad in his life. I don't know if he talked about that and I missed it, but um, not having a father figure can really, mess someone up. And he didn't have one, his whole life and then at the end, at the end of his dad's life, he reconciles with him and his dad dies. So that's a lot. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
lot. That's traumatic for a human to take in. So, it gave us some humanization of Memphis and yeah, I mean, that's tough. It's no excuse for the things that he's done or said in the house. So,
Right.
I think this is just, one of those telling times why it's really important to have therapy. Um,
Yeah. I mean, you're saying this as a serious thing, but yeah, I
I'm
mean,
saying it as a very serious thing.
yeah, he might could have benefited from that in all seriousness.
Yeah, he
So,
definitely could have benefited from that. And then Tyler talks about how his dad, was the one to introduce him to Big Brother, and his dad passed, and now he's on the show, and just coming full circle, and how he hopes he's making his dad proud. So, got a little sentimental moment last night on Big Brother.
yeah, they like to throw these in about like once a week just to, show a different side than just the game side. So, yep, there we are. You got anything else from the episode? Because,
Um, hmm, no, I don't think
all
so.
right.
Nothing we haven't talked about before.
Yeah, so targets are set. Christmas versus Tyler. Let's get into the live feeds and see if anything has changed since we talked to y'all yesterday morning.
On Christmas's son's birthday, so this also kind of happened on the episode last night too, but we see, I think it was like her last DR of the night. She um says that she cannot go home on her son's second birthday because it is on Thursday, I think, or
Today.
maybe
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah,
Thursday. It's
today.
today. So, yep, there we go. So, Christmas Cam talks yesterday, and she says that Thursday is Loyal's birthday, and there's no way she is going home on his birthday, and that she's going to pull out an HOH win on top of it. So,
Wow.
superpowers for Loyal's
Um
birthday.
I will take all of this back if she does win. But she's not winning a competition. It's not happening. So,
Yeah.
sorry to disappoint the Christmas fans out there. Does
Sorry,
she need this
Loyal.
win? Yes, she does need this win.
Yeah.
Will she win? No.
I hope not. I say that, but then again, I just want it to be entertaining, and Christmas might be the most entertaining HOH in terms of what she would do because, she's the only one that's talking about putting up Nicole and Cody. And as she's Cam talking, she continues and says that if she wins, she is going to nominate Cody and Nicole. But whereas a few days ago she said that she would target Cody, she's now decided that she would target Nicole.
Yeah. So she is going to be targeting Nicole, and that doesn't make sense. Like, why aren't you targeting Cody?
And she wants to target Nicole because of how close she is to Cody.
So just
Why
target Cody.
why don't you just target Cody? That makes no sense. And she says that if Nicole or Cody were to win veto and pull themselves off, she would backdoor Enzo. First of all, y'all, if you are in the final five of Big Brother All Stars, can you please figure out that you cannot backdoor somebody in the final five when you're all playing for veto? Like, please get this term figured out. Come on, Christmas. Like, you are not backdooring somebody that got to play for the veto and had a fair opportunity. That's not what a backdoor is. He would be your
Yeah,
replacement nominee, and that's who you would want to target. It's not a
right.
backdoor.
Yeah.
Get it together.
No matter what, they could play in the veto. So,
It's not a backdoor.
okay, Christmas. Okay, girl. Okay. Do your thing. But anyway, it's all a bad plan. These people are playing, well, I mean, I'm not going to say these people, but it's like these last few weeks we've had these like targeting minnows instead of fish, and I don't understand why you're going to go after Nicole when you can go after Cody. Why Danny didn't go after Tyler when she should have.
Yeah.
Why
I mean,
Memphis went after David. It's just, what are these people doing?
right. So
Just go
confusing.
after the big targets. Just do it.
Right. So, yeah, if Christmas wins, then we could see a little bit of
Christmas,
different
of
targets.
course, has to target the final girl in the house. Like, she
Yeah.
just can't stand it.
Right. And I mean, honestly, I mean, Nicole would definitely nominate Christmas and Memphis if she were to win, but I think she actually does kind of want to target Memphis more than Christmas. But this is what happens whenever you cut all the females and you have that mentality.
Yeah, but for Nicole, it's a good game move. She's not
Sure.
working with Christmas,
Right.
you know. But for Christmas, like, Nicole can't target Cody. Cody's a clear winner here,
Yeah.
but Christmas can.
Right.
So yeah, I
So
think that's
odd.
where it makes it a little different.
Head scratching. Um,
So Enzo big move, yo. What's Enzo talking about doing?
so Enzo says that if he wins HOH, that he wants Memphis out next week because then that will make it easier for Cody to win veto at Final Four if Memphis isn't there to compete against him. So, yeah, I think that's a little bit interesting. First of all, I have a hard time seeing that Memphis even wants to win. I mean, that, where'd she go? I
I'm
have a
still
hard
here.
time. Okay, I have a hard time seeing that Enzo even wants to win HOH because he would have to reveal so much. But I think it's super curious that I mean I know that Cody's his guy, as he likes to tell us, like that's my guy, yo. But when you have someone that has created two alliances with you to go into Final Three, why would you want to target them? So I'm confused. Like, this doesn't make any sense for you, Enzo. Why would you not go after Christmas? I mean, these people don't make any sense in what they want to do. They're all going
Yeah,
for the wrong person. And even this week, like, Cody, why are you going for Tyler when Christmas is the one that is going to for sure nominate you?
yeah, and I always try to give the house guests the benefit of the doubt. Like, there's things that we definitely know everything. Like, we have
Yeah,
all of the facts.
true.
They don't. And so in this week, I haven't seen a time where Cody has had the inkling, that Christmas is straight up. I mean, Nicole has had the inkling, but
Yeah,
I don't know if Cody believes her in the depth or understands the depth of the relationship with Christmas and Memphis versus the relationship with Tyler Memphis.
yeah, yeah. So
It
this
sucks.
is,
It
yep,
sucks.
this
But we
is
do have to give them the
Enzo's.
benefit of the doubt. They just don't know. And that's exactly why wall yellers exist, y'all.
But still, I would hope that if I'm in the Big Brother house and I've got this solid final two with someone, Cody, and I've got someone that has created two final threes with me, Memphis, why would I not want to keep those two people safe no matter what?
Right.
Enzo, you got to clip one of the girls, yo.
Yeah, and it sucks because I feel like Enzo's had some good ideas in the past. Not that
Yeah.
he's jumped on them, but he
Yeah,
has
not that
had good
he
ideas in the
executes
past.
them,
Yeah.
but he thinks
Um,
them.
he does think them, and so this is a little disappointing to see him go down this path instead of the right path.
Right. But he does come around and say that worst case scenario, they will just have to reveal their cards and keep Nicole over Christmas if those are the two that are on the block together. And Memphis will just have to accept it.
Well, I mean, yeah, Memphis will have to accept it. because Memphis is not going to have a choice of who to work with. Like,
Right.
if it gets down the final four is Nicole, Cody, Memphis, Enzo, which is what it's looking like it will be.
Yeah.
Um, Enzo at that point, I don't know. I mean, ugh, that's tough. That's going to be a tough spot for Enzo.
Yeah. Real tough. But
Yeah. He could be making a
anyways,
deal with the devil that week.
yeah, for sure.
We'll get
So
there.
moving on, Nicole has doubts.
Yeah. And can we talk about where's this comment at? What Nicole's HOH letter would say from Victor,
I didn't even
just
see
for
that.
fun.
That's
There's a
funny.
comment out here. Trying to find it, y'all. I think it was from
Okay,
Kathy. Oh, here
here
it
it
is.
is.
I'd love for Nicole to win HOH so she can get a letter from Victor. She's the only one with no news from home. And then Kathy goes on to say, I wonder what the letter would say. Yeah.
Like,
What
hey,
would it
girl.
say? Um, keep your mouth shut so we can keep our wedding. Thanks.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess since that initial problem with Ian, she has not been going off the rails and doing crazy things. But yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be
but I mean,
interesting
she
to
hasn't
see.
got any sponsors to make up for those lost ones either. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I don't
I
think
would
that she's probably picking anything up.
no. Yeah, I wonder what it'd say. Victor did post on Instagram the other day, which he hasn't posted a lot. Saying it's gonna, but he posted, this little video of Nicole and was like, "I love you so much," da da da, and it was really cute. So yeah, I think the letter would probably just be basic, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, she needs to win this $500,000 to make up for the lost sponsorship. So I don't think he would break the news to her of, hey, guess what? You're losing sponsors. So pressure's on, girl. You better win this. You better win this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's get back to Nicole having her doubts.
So Nicole talks to Enzo and she's like, hey, Enzo, I'm really worried. And I think we're making a mistake by evicting Tyler because, okay, I'm not going to stop doing her voice now. But she thinks that they're making a mistake evicting Tyler because of how close Christmas in Memphis is. So Nicole's got a really good read on this and is like, ooh, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah, but then Enzo rebuts her great intel with, okay, but if we vote out Christmas, then Tyler and Memphis are going to link up, and they're way stronger than a Christmas Memphis duo.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got some good points there, except that once again, Memphis, we know that, and also this is the benefit of having all of the information, but we know Tyler is looking at looking at Enzo as the only person that he can really work with. So Enzo's for sure making a mistake here. And he should get on higher pitch. Oh, I don't think I can go higher. So, yeah. Um, Nicole's right on this one.
Yeah,
Christmas is the one that is actively coming for all three of you. Memphis is her untouchable. So,
yeah, I think they could make some deals with Tyler, if they needed to, um, to then solidify, go to, a final 3 or 4 with him. Again, though, the point that I think if Nicole added to this would really drive it home is if he teams up with Memphis, okay, he teams up with Memphis and comes after us 3, there's 3 of us, like, we still
right.
have the numbers. Um, one of us would be, it just I mean, the statistically, it's still better odds for them, but also Tyler is not going to win this game. Take him to final 2. He's not gonna win.
Yeah, I would highly, highly doubt it. Um, but
Ed
then
makes a
again,
great comment about Enzo.
yeah,
Enzo can't yo his way through a final speech. Can he explain his game? I think that's definitely going to be a downfall for Enzo if he gets to final 2. I could honestly see Nicole beating him at final 2
well,
because
yeah, I
she
mean,
talks so
Nicole's,
much better.
but then by the same token, what if we get a final two of Tyler and Enzo and they have a combined IQ of 24?
Yeah. So
That
I think,
that could be rough.
well, I think Tyler is smarter than Enzo. Um,
Not
and I
Tyler, Cody.
You said Tyler.
I meant
Um,
Cody. Cody,
yeah,
Cody, and Enzo as a final two.
those would be the worst. We would lose brain cells. We would lose
Yeah.
brain cells watching the Duke
Yeah,
game.
no, no. Tyler could definitely do better. I have no worries about if Tyler said in the final two. But yeah, I don't think Cody or Enzo necessarily will be the best at articulating themselves.
Right.
So,
Agree. Agree. Okay.
but we're
So
gonna we're gonna do a final four episode, and we're gonna talk about like what their best plan is, what we think
some
they could,
strategy.
yeah, what we think they could say if they do sit in the final two chairs. So we will have a special show coming for y'all.
Yep. Yep. We're gonna do a whole show on that. So Cody put some pressure on Nicole also yesterday.
Yeah, he basically lets her know, like, I need you to pull out this HOH win. And Nicole is a little bit worried that she's not done enough to protect Cody. And she says, I know that I have to win this HOH. And Cody says, you'll probably throw it so that they can get me out. And he says it semi jokingly, like, ha ha ha. And of course,
Like,
this upsets
yeah.
Nicole. I would never do that. I would never do that. No, that sounded kind of Valley Girl. So,
Cody, I would never do that.
yeah. Anyway, so she knows though that they've got to pull this next one out, but she's just a little bit worried that she's not going to be able to.
Yeah,
And she
Nicole
hasn't
has
won any
definitely
comps.
been
How lame.
she has been breaking down over this. And she really feels the pressure to win this HOH, this upcoming HOH. So if she doesn't win it, she's gonna be really upset. Maybe
Yeah.
unless Enzo wins it, but she knows she's probably going on the block, no matter what, whether it be as a pawn or whatever. So, we'll see. I'm excited.
Yep. So maybe a little bit predictable tonight. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how we completely missed this, but oh, never mind. It's the whole next section. It's okay, guys.
Okay,
So
well, let's just go ahead. Tyler drops a bomb.
Tyler's got a bomb. And he's ready to drop it. So yesterday, Tyler campaigns to Enzo and tells him, like, hey, I really need your vote. I need you to be the one that gets the ball rolling for keeping me, and we can reset this whole. He says that we can reset this week, which I think is an interesting phrase to use because we have seen a reset. Um, do you think there's any chance that we can actually see a reset? Like, oop, nope, we're not letting Tyler leave. Psych, y'all.
Yes, just because it is Tyler, we could definitely see this happen. There's nothing on the feeds that we've seen that's told us that there's any kind of power out there, but definitely an interesting choice of words by Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm interested in why he chose those words, not of, hey, keep me and we can flip things around, but keep me and there will be a reset for this week. So, I don't know, probably reading into it and trying to make something more interesting happen than is actually out there. But
So there probably wasn't until we said this just now because we are like the worst at putting things in the universe and like the opposite
mhm.
happening. But yeah, it wasn't happening, but now CBS, we're just so big. CBS watches our show and they're like, that's how we can keep Tyler. Well,
Yeah,
that's a good
good
idea.
idea.
Let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, anyways, Enzo lets Tyler know that Nicole is still undecided on who she's going to keep. And Tyler's like, well, she's going to do whatever Cody tells her to do. So, if you tell Cody that you want to keep me, then Nicole's going to follow along with that. And I'm going to stay, and you and me, we can run this game. And so he says that no matter what, that tomorrow, today, is going to be crazy. And that during his eviction speech, he's got a bomb that he's going to drop, and it's going to make everyone want to keep him. So, do you think Tyler is bluffing and he's trying to scare Enzo into keeping him? Or do you think he's actually got something in his back pocket that he's been holding on to? And what could it be?
Okay, a lot to unpack here. So,
Let's
first,
do some conspiracies.
first of all, Cody and Nicole are supposed to tell Tyler today that he is the one going home. That
Hmm.
might mentally break him down a little bit. He may have conversations at that point and try to save himself.
Hmm.
Um, because we know that the eviction speech don't change your mind. It's too late. People aren't going to go
Yeah.
against the grain at that point. They're too worried that they're going to be the one vote and they don't get to talk about their votes, you know,
Yeah.
live. So I think if they tell him at that point, he may do it. We may still get to see that. If not, we may get to see it in a recap or something of that nature. But I do absolutely do not think that he's going to give us a huge, Kaser style speech, a Danny speech. I don't think he's going to do that.
Right. I mean, at this point in time, what's he going to be like? Y'all
I
are
don't
all
even
in
know what
an
he could
alliance
say.
together. The
Right.
only thing that I can think of, which I mean, I feel like CBS would completely just take their whole broadcast off the air if he does this. But the only thing I can think of is if he exposes pregame alliances. And I mean, I could just, it would be so marvelous if he got up there and he's like, y'all need to keep me because Nicole and Cody came into this house with a pregame alliance, or Cody and Memphis, or whichever one he decides to call out, and you need to keep me so that we can go after these two. And
Right.
I mean, somebody on CBS would be like,
Shut it
laughing,
down, shut it down,
shut
pull
it
all the
down.
plugs out. No, no, no. Yeah, and the right move there would definitely be Cody and Nicole. Like, talk about their
Yeah,
pregame alliance because he's going to need Memphis at this point.
yeah.
If he stays, he needs Memphis, he needs Enzo. And yeah, that's definitely the only thing he can do.
Yeah, I don't think it would still change anyone's opinion. I mean, they've had wall yellers tell them all this from the get go that these people have been closely aligned, but it would be a great bomb to drop. So, Tyler, if you can hear this, if you're sensing it coming to you from Texas out to LA, absorb this. Please give it to us.
Blow up the pregame alliance. Do
Yeah,
it.
it would be
Yeah,
so great.
we have to see this. I was waiting all and we've talked about this many times. That if CBS would have just done this, it wouldn't even be a factor, but they didn't, and so it would be a perfect game opportunity for Tyler to blow up the pregame alliance between Cody and Nicole.
Yeah, I think that would be the only thing that would actually constitute a bomb of any type of magnitude. But I still see it as a last minute Hail Mary, and Enzo isn't going to make the move. Nicole's obviously, if she's exposed in it, isn't going to make the move. So does he do it the opposite, and does he throw Memphis under the bus? I mean, ultimately he needs to find a way. Maybe he throws Memphis and Christmas under the bus because he's got to do something that is going to want the other two people to vote for him. So in that scenario, he has to throw Memphis and Christmas under the bus, because if
Well,
he throws Nicole under the bus and Memphis doesn't want to get rid of Christmas, he doesn't have the votes.
yeah, yeah, his best bet may be talking to Memphis about this first, and going from there because I mean, no matter what's he got to lose.
Yeah.
So
So hopefully we see some crazy shenanigans happen. I'm all for it. And we will see if anything fun happens. So be looking for it in the eviction speech tonight, y'all.
yeah, that brings us to our tweet of the day. Tweet, tweet.
which
Um,
is completely unrelated to anything we've talked about, but we just have to bring you something entertaining, and our girl Kat never disappoints. So last night on the feeds, Enzo was in the photo room and he was looking and he saw a picture of Kat, and he said, "Oh, hey, she looks good." And somebody tweeted at Kat and let her know that Enzo was looking at this photo and thinks that she's hot. And Kat says, "I need to know what photo of me is on the wall." And then she gives us this picture of her. And it may be a little small, but go look at it. We'll tweet it out, retweet it. And she's got her hair all crinkly. And
and
she
huge,
says,
big Texas hair.
yeah, she says, "I hope it's this one," which Cat is beautiful all the time. So I'm sure that he
If
would
it
like
was
it.
this picture on the wall and he was like, dang, she looks good, like, that's funny because he would be like, holy shit, she really looks good otherwise because this is
Right.
not a high for Cat for sure.
Yeah. And somebody else also tweeted out the picture of her in the shower with the mohawk. I mean, yeah, what's it
Yeah,
called?
yeah,
Like the alfalfa, not
yeah,
really a mohawk, but the, sticking straight up in the air. And you just gotta love Cat.
yeah.
So,
We'll retweet that for y'all. Thanks, Kat, for always giving us good tweets to talk about. Now we will move into the comments section really quick before our show ends. So if you have any questions or topics you would like discussed on the show, drop us with your thoughts. All right, so let's move through. JJ Job says Kat is dating Reality Steve. Yes, Kat is dating Reality Steve. Two worlds collide. Um, see. Oh, if you just plug your nose, apparently you'll sound like Nicole.
okay, I'll practice it. I'll let y'all know
Okay.
tomorrow.
Well, because me and Kyla have talked about how we don't have a soundboard, and so we make our own sound effects. So we'll practice that one. We'll get back to y'all.
I like this one from Ed. Memphis doesn't get thrown under the bus. The bus gets thrown under Memphis.
Hey, we had some really good comments on our video. I think it was maybe the day before. No, it was
No, it was
yesterday.
it was yesterday. There was a lot of really good conversations going on.
Yeah, the conversations yesterday, and so y'all had some really good ideas of what CBS could do to make the show better, and like vetoes and things like that. Y'all got some good ideas. So CBS, we know you're watching. Y'all
Once
always watch our
again.
show. Um, be sure to check out those comments because there's some good ideas on there. Uh,
Okay, so Seth says, "Is it me, or did they start showing a lot of Enzo in yesterday's episode?" So yes, they did, because I was scoring the episode for our draft league, and Enzo got a ton of points yesterday. He got a ton of DRs, but then I really thought it was interesting that they also showed him multiple times saying that he's the reason Christmas and Tyler are on the block, and so is this some coaching from the DR? Like, where has Enzo come up with, hey, I'm the puppet master? Because I think that this is maybe his one point that he's going to hit on if he's sitting in the final two chairs. Because as of right now, his one HOH that was pre jury and you got out Kaser, who everybody wanted out, isn't enough on a resume. And so, him saying that, yo, I'm the reason y'all are on the block, and he's really, really hitting this home.
yeah, I really have no idea what Memphis could say at the end too. I mean, other than
Enzo?
like he's played an impeccable. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Okay,
said Memphis. Enzo.
yeah, Enzo has played an impeccable social game, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
He was not in the committee, so that's one point he can drive home. I wasn't in the committee, but I still made it this far. Um, Committee members started going before me.
And I knew about the committee.
Yeah, I knew about the committee. I was in multiple alliances. I was in two of the wise guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are things Memphis can talk about, but he's not the puppet master. So I would be interested to get his full thoughts on how he controlled that. But
Yeah, so I really like that you brought that up because that is something that I had wanted to talk about. But yeah. I don't know,
Well,
guys.
Kathy says the like versus yo count would be funny in final two speeches. Yeah, if you play drinking games while you watch these shows, you would be wasted if you're listening to the final two speeches and Enzo and Cody are there.
Yeah, like I like made a lot of like really big like game moves.
All right,
Yo,
yo.
that's
Well,
it, man.
yeah,
This was
yeah.
my idea, yo.
I made it so
Everybody was
far,
praising me,
yo.
yo.
Like, yeah. Um,
J Job's also talking about Cat and Reality Steve. Oh, they both live in the Dallas area, and that's because all the cool people live in Texas, y'all.
yeah.
Us,
We're not
Cat, and
animals.
Reality Steve.
We're not animals. Um,
Yeah.
Ed says, "Would Cody give Nicole 50,000 for her wedding by giving her second place?" Here's a gift. I'm giving you second place. That would be so sweet of him, right?
Yeah. It would be. I don't think that, and Tyler says this to Enzo when he's campaigning. I just don't see Nicole winning. And Tyler says that unless Nicole makes a really, really big move in the next couple weeks, that he's not voting for her. So I think a lot of people are going to say, hey, you're a winner. And yes, you did well to lay low and not make yourself a target early, but then you just kept laying low and you didn't do anything. So I don't see her winning.
All right, we're gonna do two more comments and then wrap up. So, recently, J Jobs just posted this. Who are your realistic final two picks? So me and Kylie can give those really quick. Realistically, I could definitely see it being Cody and Nicole.
Okay. If I had to pick, I'm going to say Cody and Memphis.
Mm. All right. Well, we'll break this down a little bit more when we get to the last week. But yeah, I'm going with Cody and Nicole. Kylie's going with Cody and Memphis. I go to the wrong way. And then let's see. Who could return from the jury house to make this season better?
Uh, let's just get it over with. Don't
Yeah,
bring anyone
nobody.
back. Don't bring anyone back. Let's just ride it out. One of these six is going to win. It is what it is.
Yeah. If I had to pick someone, of course, I want Davon to come back in
Yeah,
and shake it
always.
up. So, Davon or Danny, the only two I would want to come back.
Yeah, agreed. But no, let's no returning at this point. Let's just get it over with. So,
Thanks, Marley. Just saying, I enjoy listening to you guys. Thank you,
thank you,
Marley.
Marley.
We appreciate that. If y'all are enjoying what you see, please drop us a comment. Give us your review on our show, or give us your thoughts on the episode happening on Big Brother. And don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, hit that red button for us. Let us know, or that'll let you know every time we go live. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time to talk about the episode, the event, and what's happening on feeds. Really excited. So turn on that subscribe. We'll let you know when we go live. Don't forget to follow us on social media where you will get the updates before the show. So check us out at reality_TRHS on Instagram and Twitter.
And one more quick thing that we can go ahead and announce because Big Brother is starting to wrap up. Y'all have been asking, like, what show are we going to do next? And we're here to tell y'all that we will be covering The Amazing Race. And The Amazing Race premieres 1 week from yesterday. So we will be coming to y'all with some recap episodes after The Amazing Race premieres next Wednesday.
Yep.
So.
So, still not a lot of production going on with shows, so we are excited to bring some more entertainment for you guys. We will make the Amazing Race that much better.
Yeah.
So check it out. All right, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Check us out tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time and our social media at reality_TRHS. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.